Mr. Fakhri, you just said that there are arrest warrants and because of starvation as well. But we know that some of the European countries already said that they're not going to follow this arrest. What do you think about it, and how this such remarks would define the implication of such laws? Thank you.
Sort of a preliminary way and then answer more directly. There was an interview with Prosecutor Khan from the ICC about what the pressure he received when he issued these arrest warrants. And what he said in this public interview is that many European political leaders were surprised because they said that the ICC was designed to go after African leaders. So then when European countries, being consistent in saying we're not going to honor and adhere to these arrest warrants, is a continuation of their racism. Not just hypocrisy, their racism.
Just to add to Michael's answer on that question, I think it illustrates the point that this kind of selectivity in the enforcement of international law is so dangerous because it sends a signal to everybody else that you don't have to comply with international law either. And for so long, there's been a very strong and growing narrative of double standards in international law. And I think that's very dangerous because it's not just about Gaza or the Palestinians. It has ripple effects across the whole legal system. And we've seen that there are all kinds of attacks on international institutions and fundamental norms of international law. And once those red lines start getting eroded so forcefully, it doesn't take long for the system to break down and break apart very quickly.
But one thing that I think would be very important is to see the EU activating its blocking statute vis-a-vis these sanctions. The EU does have that capacity to act together to activate this protective statute, which would go a long way to saying not only do we support the ICC, but we will protect it from this kind of unilateral action. I agree entirely with my colleagues that it's time for us to honestly face the double standards, the racism that has been inherent in those double standards, and to call on the states that have been quietly sitting by to stand up and be very clear on their support and their active participation in ensuring international law is enforced.